Hi, my little yogis. I hope you're doing really well. I miss you. I hope you're staying home and you're staying safe. I thought I would record this little yoga class so you guys can practice yoga at home with your family. So you should get your mom, your dad, your sisters, and your brothers all together so we can do it all together. We're gonna get started like we always do in my class. We're gonna start with connecting with our breath. So we're gonna do balloon breath to start. So can you reach one hand forward and then reach the other hand forward? And you're gonna close your fingers together, and then we're gonna bring our hands together to make a triangle shape out of our hands. And then we're gonna take this triangle and we're gonna bring it down to our bellies. And we're gonna slide our hands out to the side here. And I want you to imagine now your favorite colored balloon. And I want you to imagine that this balloon is inside your belly. So when you take a big breath in, you're going to imagine that balloon filling up with air, taking up lots of space. And then when you breathe out, you're going to imagine all the air coming out of the balloon, and the balloon gets smaller and smaller. Okay, so let's all bring our hands to our belly. I'm going to use my yoga ball just so you guys have that visualization of the balloon filling up. So let's just take a clearing breath. So we'll all breathe in. And then breathe out your mouth. And then we'll take a breath in, filling up the balloon. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna move on to what's called bird breath. We're gonna imagine that our arms are our wings, and let's just first get all the dust off our arms because our birds have not flown in a very long time. And shake your wings out, get them all loose. And then we'll bring our wings down to our side. Now when we take a big breath in, we're gonna stretch our wings up towards the sky. So let's all do that together, breathing in, stretching our wings up, and then when we breathe out, we're gonna go like this. Big breath in, stretching our wings. One more time, big breath in. And good job. I hope you're feeling that connection to yourself. We have Medi Teddy here. Medi Teddy really misses you guys too. He's actually brought something to share with you. It's a little note. I think it's a question on there. Medi Teddy is wondering why yoga is good for us in the hard times or when things seem to be changing so fast. And things in our world are changing really fast. Some of us might have feelings of anxiety or fear. You might feel a little bit scared or angry or maybe even a little bit sad that you can't go to school and see your friends and your teachers. But remember, all these feelings are okay to have, just as long as we take time every day to think about one thing that we're thankful for. Like maybe the time we get to spend with our family, that we get to be home with our mom and dad, or that we can rest in our beds whenever we want. Yoga helps us to remember. It helps us to be okay with all those changes. And the best thing about yoga is it helps us to remember that we're all stronger than we think we are. So when we practice yoga today, I want you to think about that. Think about that connection with your breath. And think about being in the poses. And yes, it might be hard at times, but when we find that connection, things become easier. So those are great things, Medi Teddy. Thank you for this question. Happy you asked that. So we are going to get started warming up our bodies, and we're going to warm up our bodies today with a yoga pattern. So our first pose in the pattern is going to be rock pose. So let's all take a moment and get into rock pose. So we'll bring our knees nice and wide. We'll bring our big toes to touch behind us. Our hips are going to come down to our heels. Our hands will walk forward in front of us, and our forehead will come back down to the mat. And this is rock pose, or some people call it child's pose. But rocks are heavy, and they're still, and they don't move. So let's all just take a big breath in here, and a big breath out. We're going to move into our next pose in the pattern, and our next pose is going to be a tabletop pose. And tables are really strong because they hold things like your mom's coffee, and we don't want those things to spill. So make your table nice and strong. We want to make sure our wrists are directly under our shoulders and our knees are directly under our hips. And our table will be nice and strong. And then we're going to move into cow pose. So in cow pose, you're going to lift your tailbone towards the sky. You're going to drop your belly towards the ground. And then you're going to lift your gaze up. And then you're going to let out your very best moo. Nice cow pose. And then we're going to arch through our spine, moving into cat. But we are not any normal cat. We're an angry cat on Halloween, so we're going to arch through our spine, puffing our back up as large as we can get, and let out your very best angry cat noise. Meow! And then we're going to come back down into rock pose. And we'll take a big breath in here, and a big breath out. Okay, we're going to move through those poses a little bit faster. Here we go. Table, cow, dropping our belly, lifting our gaze, moo. Cat, arching through our spine, meow. And rock. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Here we go again. Table, cow, moo, cat, meow, rock. Breathing in, breathing out. Table, cow, moo, cat, meow. This time we're going to tuck our toes and send our hips towards the sky for our first downward facing dog. And I want you to imagine if you could have any dog, would it be a big dog with a bark like woof, woof, woof? Or would it be a small dog with a bark like ruff, 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 ruff? Just imagine what dog you would have. And now let's take our doggies for a walk. Maybe walking forward and backwards. Moving around on your mat. Ooh, and this makes our doggy really happy, so bend into your knees and wag your tail. Happy puppy. Okay, let's look up to our hands, and we'll step one foot forward. You can bend your knees a lot. Step the other foot forward. I'm going to turn to face you on my mat. And then try to look at your belly button. And very slowly roll all the way up, coming to stand. Nice. Can you guys touch your hips? Can you touch your shoulders? Can you touch your ears? Can you touch your shoulders to your ears? Can you roll your shoulders down? This is mountain pose. Mountains are strong, they're stable, and they stay calm no matter what happens on the mountain. Maybe a snowstorm, maybe a rainstorm, maybe thunder and lightning. but the mountain stays calm and rooted into the earth. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Can you tap your right leg? Our right leg is going to stay right where it is, and our left leg is going to take a big step back. And we're going to move into Warrior One. Can you bring your hands on your hips? Our back leg, straight and strong. Our front leg is bent. Bring your hands to your hips, and if you would like, reach your arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And we're in Warrior One, and warriors are really strong. So can you show me your strong warrior muscles? Nice work. And then on the count of 3, we'll step up to mountain. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mountain pose. Nice work. Okay, let's tap our left leg. Our left leg will stay right where it is. Our right foot's going to take a big step back. Right leg straight and strong. Left leg bent. Bring your hands to your hips. Breathing in, breathing out, reaching your arms up to the sky. This time we're peaceful warriors, so show me your peace fingers. And then spread peace out to the world. Love and peace to everyone. Bring your hands back to your hips, and we'll step up to mountain in 3, 2, 1. Big step up to mountain. We're strong, we're steady, and we're stable. Okay, let's tap that right leg. We're gonna move into tree pose. I want you to think the parts of the tree. So we have the roots, the trunk, the branches, and the leaves. So let's tap that right leg. I want you to imagine that the roots are growing down your right leg far deep into the earth. And you're gonna bring your left leg into a tree. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart. And then we'll take a big breath in together. And when we breathe out, we will grow our branches. Nice. Big breath in. Big breath out, come all the way down to mountain. Good job. Let's tap that left leg. Now those roots are growing down our left leg, and we're gonna bring our right leg into tree. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Find your balance. If you're wobbly, that's okay. Keep your gaze at one point that's not moving. That will help you. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, grow your branches. Nice, and then come all the way back to mountain. Big breath in, reach your arms up to the sky. Big breath out, we're gonna bend into our knees, bringing ourselves all the way down, placing our hands on the floor, stepping 1 foot back, 2 foot back. We're in downward facing dog. And then we're gonna lower our knees and then lower our bellies all the way to the mat. And we're gonna move into cobra pose. So I want you to bring your feet together like a snake tail, because a cobra is a snake. And the coolest things about snakes is when they get bigger, they shed their skin. They just leave it behind, like just letting things go. So bring your tail together. Bring your hands just underneath your shoulders. We'll take a big breath in, coming all the way up. And then we're gonna do snake breath. So we're gonna close our teeth and go. Take a big breath in, coming all the way up. And good job. We're gonna push into our hands, coming up into a table, crossing our legs behind us, and coming down to a seat. Nice work. Can you bring your legs right out in front of us? And can you touch your head? Can you touch your hips? Touch your knees and touch your toes. And if you have to bend your knees, that's okay. So touch your head, touch your shoulders, touch your knees, and touch your toes. Oh, I think there's a song like that. Can you guys sing that with me? It goes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna reach for our toes here, and this is called caterpillar pose. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Try to come all the way down. Good job. And then slowly start to walk your hands up your legs. And we're gonna bring the soles of our feet together and our legs nice and wide. And we're gonna come all the way down and see if you can smell your stinky toes. Oh, they're so stinky. I should have taken a shower this morning. Just kidding. Okay, and we're gonna slowly start to come back up. And then we can flap our beautiful butterfly wings. This is butterfly pose. Good job. And then we will bring, can you guys show me your peace fingers again? Show me your peace fingers. Oh, and let's just send a little bit more love and peace out. Peace to everybody. And then bring your peace fingers and bring them together. We're gonna give our big toes a little bit of love. So we're gonna take these two fingers and you're gonna wrap it around your big toe, giving them a big hug. And then take these ones and wrap it around the big toe on this side and give him a big hug. And say, oh, thank you, big toes. Thank you for keeping me balanced when I walk. Okay, and then now that we have our big toes and they're hugging really tight, see if you can lift one foot up. Ooh, and bring it back down. And see if you can lift the other foot up. Woo, and bring it back down. And now if we lift both feet up, we'll be moving into back pose. So see if you can lift both feet up. Woo, good job. And then slowly see if you can bring your feet back together and bring them back down. Nice work. Can you reach one hand up? And we're going to take this hand and you're going to lace it through the hole so it's coming underneath your leg. Good job. And then take this hand and reach it through this side so it's coming through this leg. And then see if you can come all the way down into your turtle shell. Turtle pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then we're just slowly going to start to come back up from here. And we'll bring our legs together. And we're going to hug our knees into our chest. And then we're just going to slowly roll all the way down to our back. And you can lift your legs up towards the sky. You can lift your arms up towards the sky. And now we've moved into dead bug pose. Because we're like a dead bug laying on our back. And our legs are just up towards the sky. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then hug your knees into your chest. And then let's all rock and roll up to seat. Nice work today, yogis. Okay, well if you were in my yoga class, this is the time that we would normally play a game. It's a little bit hard for me to play a game with you over video, so I'm going to explain a game and maybe you can play it with your family. So today the game would be Yogi Benders. So I would be the captain and I'm going to be up front and I might call out body parts. And the rule of it is only those body parts can touch the mat. So I might say 2 feet. So only 2 feet can touch the mat. I might say 2 hands, 1 foot. So only 2 hands and 1 foot can touch the mat. I might say 2 feet and 1 hand. So 2 feet and 1 hand might touch the mat. I might say just your bum. So just your bum. Or maybe 2 feet, 1 finger. 2 feet, 1 finger. Or maybe 2 hands, 1 foot, 1 hand. Ooh, that might be tricky. 1 foot, 1 hand. So you guys could take turns. You could take turns with your family, being the one that calls out the body parts, and just have a lot of fun with it. Now, we're gonna take a moment to get ready for our relaxation. So if you want to grab a pillow, maybe your favorite teddy bear, and just take a moment to get really comfy. So you can pause the video while you do that. And then when you're ready, we're all just going to come down onto our backs, laying flat on your back. And you can bring your teddy bear with you, because sometimes I like just to lay my teddy bear on my belly. And then you can bring your legs out, bring your arms out, and then just take a moment to take a big breath in and a big breath out. Starting to feel your body relaxing, getting calmer with each and every breath. Your feet are relaxed. Your legs are relaxed. Your body is heavy on the earth. It feels as though you could fall asleep. Your body feels heavier and heavier with each breath that you take. Your hands are relaxed. Your arms are relaxed. Your face is relaxed. Your whole body is fully relaxed. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. You can wiggle your fingers, you can wiggle your toes, you can take a big stretch like you're waking up in the morning. And then we're going to roll over onto our side. You can take your teddy bear off your belly and then come all the way up to a comfortable seat in that crisscross applesauce. And we'll take 3 more breaths together here. We'll do ocean breath with sunshine arms. So we'll breathe in, reaching our arms up like this. And breathe out through our mouth. Breathe in through our nose. Out through our mouth. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Thank you guys so much for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste.